This is the 8th day, not the first, the second. This is the second video on the 8th day. It's Friday, no school, next 2 days, I'll see you again Monday. Anyway, it's time to begin the course itself. And what I do with my students is I have them set up and keep a set of notes. Now, whether you take notes or not, I don't know. Some of you may have already been busy taking notes. If you did so, you probably did it chronologically, what happened each day. It's not the way I do it. I'll tell you more about that later on. But what I do is I'll give the kids folders that look like this. The school supplies them. And I don't think there's anything better. I think that's what you want. You certainly want to have it's a binder is what it is, and you want to have 3 holes. I hope you took that test on lined paper with 3 holes, I hope. I'll tell you more about that later on. Anyway, they'll decorate it. I love the cover of this one. And she gave it to me, this girl. And I have a different student's notes inside here. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. Last year, I had a student that did just, what an artist that she was. Her name was Hannah. I'll talk more about Hannah later on. Happily, she kept her notes. But when I gave her a new cover, she, since I liked her cover so much, she gave it to me. There's the front, and there's the back. I've told them that the cover is their business. I don't really care. What I care about is what's inside. Some years, this is 1998, wow, that's way back. Some years I've photocopied sets of notes, so I had something to work with. But anyway, I do want you to do the first, the cover, the title page is what it's called. I want you to set that up. I'll show you how it's on here. Here's from 2010, so this was just last year. It's a little different from what I've done. Every year's going to be a little bit different. Anyway, this is called a title page, and now she wrote it big here. I usually like it to be just over here, real small, because I like to teach that that's what you call this. This is the title page. Well, on the title page, she spread it out, which is what I'd like you to do. 8th grade notes, it says. 8th grade, that's better than what I've got on the board. Well, some of you, of course, many of you aren't in 8th grade. Forget 8th grade. These are notes for, there's the name of the class, Humanities 100. Now, and think a little bit about, spread this out, try to make it look nice. Now, almost immediately, I am going to start to do things that are unusual. Underneath that, I would like you, and I would center everything up, try to make it look nice. In brackets, that indicates that the editor has interrupted. He's going to say henceforth F2H, which is Frank's Hum 100. Frank's, and there's 2 H's, Hum 100. I showed you about that earlier. I'd put that in there. Recorded by, instead of saying so-and-so's notes, I would say recorded by, and there I'd put your name. This course has been taught online by, and there I would put my name. Nothing hidden about this. I'm real. That's my real name. I'd spread this all out on the title page if I were you. These notes were begun. I'd probably make that a separate line, begun, and center it up. August, I don't remember. I just didn't look back to look. But you can just look at the first video. It was sometime at the end of August that I started it, and that was the year 2011. And then again, I would go to the next line and center up completed, because we can plan for this. I think I'll stick to this. We'll see. It'll be June. I'm not even actually sure about the June. I think it's June. It might be the end of May. Last year it was the end of May. I haven't looked at the school calendar in the local school district, but I'm going to attach to it. So maybe I'll just leave that blank and this blank. I don't know what day we'll finish it, but it will be in the year 2012. Spread that all out, and there, I should probably cover her name, just because I don't know if she wants to. But anyway, that's the way hers looked. Okay, the only other thing I'm going to tell you today, this is Friday, and it's the end of the week, and I'm still very content with this experience of teaching. But this is a real treasure. This is a website. humanitynotes.webs.com. I could have told you about it earlier. Last year, I had a class that sort of had their own nickname for themselves. They called themselves the Beast Class because they were proud of themselves, which they deserve to be. I thought that that was going to be my penultimate class. That's not a word everyone uses. It means next to the last. And in my mind, as I was thinking, here is my penultimate class. No, they were my last class because then I retired. Well, anyway, one of the students, his name is Josh Wagner. You'll see it if you go there. He kept a set of notes and he put them online and he created a website. So if you want to see what my course comprised last year, there it is. What I'm going to teach this year won't be exactly the same, but it pretty much lays it all out. So I would recommend you go to that. And Josh he was remarkable. And he wasn't the only student. There were others as well. All right, I hope I see some of you again on Monday. This continues to be a fun experience for me. In one of the videos I said thanks, and I thought, why did I say thanks? Well, I said thanks because I'm thanking you for taking my class. That it's more fun if I think somebody's actually taking my class. See you Monday.